It's the Caleb MTGO Show.
All right, what do we do? What do? The typical Caleb card here is Athari. I feel like I've done a lot of Athariing lately, though, right? Should we switch it up a little bit and do some Ataliing? The only card that beat us exactly. It is not Jekyll Feel free to suggest cards during the draft. Totally fine. Totally acceptable. I won't listen to you, but you can suggest them. Well, thanks for that fancy math there, Linkin Park fan. Let's take an Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb could cast an Atali, right? All right, what about Atali Cascade into Elemental Eruption? Is that a thing we can do? We could get another dinosaur. I'll take a good card instead. You bet Atali smells like ferrets, IRL? I once, the one time I played in Illinois States, I was living in the Chicago area for a few years. And one of the first tournaments that I played there was Illinois States, and I didn't know anybody or anything. And I took a bus to a train to another bus or whatever to get to the, I don't remember what the place was called, the Odium, the Orpheum, it was something like that. And the States happened right next door to a ferret convention. And a lot of those people were like just very into their ferrets, as you'd imagine. And they mostly like kept to themselves and stuff. That was totally fine. But there's definitely an odor. And so the Magic tournament just like smelled like ferrets all day. Not the end of the world, right? That night, however, the ferret convention left and they completely switched over the ferret area. Ooh, Flash Atali? Is that a thing? Is that a thing I want to do? They completely switched the ferret area over to be a haunted house. And the Magic tournament was like, they were like just starting to play the top 8. So people are like shuffling up to the top 8, super focused, like they've been grinding all day. They've been testing for this tournament, you know, like everything's on the line, just like laser focused in. And a fog starts rolling over the area. And the exit to the haunted house is in the room that the Magic tournament's happening, right? So people are like super focused, and there's a guy with a fucking like Freddy mask. Or some kind of fucking mask, and he's revving a chainsaw and chasing like screaming teenagers through the entire length of the room. And people are just like fucking like super focused on their cards, like nothing moving, like oh man. Wild shit. Should we take Kozilek here? Let's take Kozilek. We'll find the sneak attack. I believe. I have faith. As Garfield intended. Yet exactly as Garfield intended. Tridicor's plays, right? We got that reanimation spell. Star's interesting. Maybe a Braid. Maybe just take that. That's my opinion of Italia. You're talking about Italy? I mean, it's fine. Ooh, I've had that experience, Takumi. A tournament setting that like couldn't actually accommodate everybody, but they tried anyway, instead of just being like, nah, we're full. I've had that a few different times. One of these was a PTQ that we affectionately nicknamed PTQ Fire Hazard. Just like nowhere close to enough space. And every round there's like 10 plus minutes for everyone to get to their seat, because we all had to like fucking squeeze like this past everybody. Everyone's super hot and sweaty. I played an aggro deck, so every round my match took like 10 minutes, and then I was just like outside. I remember my Winnanen was playing. I was playing against like a blue-white control player, and he was just like sweating. He looked so miserable. He'd just been like in there the whole day. Oh man, just having the worst time. Thinking about this expressive. Thinking about Grave Titan too. Or maybe a Toxic. I think 4th is a bit much to splash. Bit much. I'll take the Titan. Yeah, hydration advantage, exactly. And then I had another one that was kind of similar. Ooh, Mystical Tutor. Go tutor up that flash, maybe. I had another one where they had people playing on, like, fucking fold-out tables outside. This one was in Florida, after some GP or other. Or maybe it was, like, the Friday before it at some, like, local store or whatever. They had way too many people. And they had people playing on fold-out tables outside, which would have been fine if it was not absurdly windy. It was, like, blowing everyone's cards around and shit. So we were all taking little pebbles off of the fucking... off of the pavement and using them to hold our cards down as we played. Absolutely absurd. Absurd way to play Magic the Gathering. No time extensions or anything. Just like, yeah, run with it. You think about Mana Vault and Pluto Delta here. I'm still holding out hope that there's a sneak attack coming for me. I'm gonna take that Mana Vault. The Arid Mace is not bad, huh? It's not bad. Is there anything ballsier than just like show and telling in an Atali? Just being like, this probably wins, bam. It's either your deck or my deck, but one of these decks is winning this. Xerox Zero with the 5-month sub, sharing the prime, saying, hi Caleb, you and LSV stream the best drafts. Hell yeah, Xerox Zero. Hell yeah, appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the drafts. This thing? This card? Sure, why not? Good little Sea Dance. Could take a World Spine Worm. 1 fetch for Brainstorm. I'm gonna put a worm in here. He'll be alright. It's so good with Flash, right? World Spine Worm, it's like the best card to flash in. Not a bad one for that sneak attack we're gonna get too. Flame Slash, Mutt. Relic of Sauron. We already have some random burn spells. Maybe we don't need that slash. Let's take this Mutt. Let's take the doggo. I almost took iteration the first time around, so pretty easy to scoop up there. This card's okay to flash. God, I had such a sick match against Triplicate Titan earlier. I blew it up with the 2/2 that sacks to Shatter. Blew it up on their turn so they couldn't attack that turn. And then used like Grim Monolith and Pest Infestation to just like fucking clear all the 3/3s and make a horde, just make an army. I was like, nice fucking 9/9. Yeah, hot damn, that was sick. It was a channeled out Triplicate Titan too, so it was not like some super late game thing. It was anyway. Yeah, good moment. Memory, yeah, memory's sweet, especially with draw 7s. We don't currently have any, but we'll see. What if we get a Grizzlebrand, Just like draw 14 with Grizzlebrand, put fucking 14 1/1 counters on it. Yeah, right? You have this army of giants and they get eaten by termites. You're just like, I guess you can technically show and tell in a Citadel hum. Ooh. Little thunder action, little thunder. I think that's the end of my playlist. I could play this whole Beast in Black album. Just always correct. Little orc action. Draw 7s are good now. Between orc and memory, fucking Wheel of Fortune and Twister are actively good. Even though we don't have that much fast mana. Alright, where's that sneak attack? Come on, sneak attack. I don't want any of this shit. What the shit is this ass? Sail almost works. The green mana's just iffy, you know, it's just iffy. This album does go hard, yeah. One of my favorites. Watergrave, Chandra, Prisma. Chandra's not bad. I'd take the Watergrave. Bioth. Little Jace action, huh? Little Jace the MS. Any reason I'm playing Life Death? Yeah, it's so I can cast Death on a creature. I like those easy questions. Y'all ever just get like the easiest question of your life? Just the easiest fucking thing. Oh, should we tink? Were we a tinker deck the whole time? Let's take a little tinky. It's tinkin' time. I wonder how it feels to be bored. Yeah, it's not the best tinker because we don't have like a ton of artifacts to sack, but it can be a late game tinker, right? And you still got Titan and Citadel here. And we can find the tinker with Mystical Tutor when it's good. Yeah, only 3 early game artifacts. Ideally, you'd have like at least 4 or 5. Maybe we can like wheel a talisman or something here. Buff that count up a little bit. Ooh, Strix. There's Spellbomb here too. That would also sack to Tinker. Strix is just better though, right? Isn't this card as good? It's just good. Sneak Attack? Sneak Attack? Is this card playable in this deck? Can we play this one? There we go. There we fucking go. Last possible moment. I think it was. We're at up to 4 artifacts. Just like 1 or 2 more random piece of shit artifacts in here. And maybe cut some like random burn spell. Bone Crusher. Yeah, right? Our mana base looks really good. I've had a pretty good win rate this season. I think a lot of it is that I've just like had good mana. Hell yeah, Marlon. I would love to see Beast in Black live. They're up on my list. They're a girlfriend band too. We rock out to them often, driving around. Just never getting sick of this album. You're so seeing them a second time next time they tour in the US. Oh, you've already seen them before? Nice. I'm very jealous. I almost flew out when they were touring with Dance with the Dead. I almost flew out to see them. I was like, all right, round trip plane ticket to Denver. That's only like $300. Trying to make it work. There's an artifact, but I can't cast it. Let's throw this in the sideboard. Yeah, I've seen Dance with the Dead before. I saw them touring with Magic Sword. I was really hoping for just like one more artifact. Maybe we can get like the latest Pyrite Spellbomb ever. I'm pulling the Bone Crusher Giant out in preparation. Nah, White's is always open, Ferk. And if the white drafters are like drafting aggro, Wandering Emperor isn't like the best 4-drop, right? Someone has to be doing like white control stuff before it's an early pick. Waiting for the next booster. Waiting for the next booster. Boost. Deck's neat. Deck is neat. This is a load-bearing Mystical Tutor, that's for sure. Counterspell. We got one over here. Phantom Interference. No extra artifacts. That's alright. I think you still play the Tinker, even with a lower artifact count. Yeah, again, it helps that if we can like tutor for the Tinker when we when it's good, when we've got like an early mana vault or whatever. And then it also helps that we also already want to play our Tinker targets for other stuff in the deck. Hard Evidence? Hard Evidence would have been great in this deck. Oh, that was our last pick. I am going to go pour myself a beverage. We'll be back in a minute, and then we'll figure out this mana base here. Does anybody want me to get them anything? I'll just be a sec. We did open the mail, yes. One whiskey. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I trust you, Moto. Oh, no, I don't. The quickest about face. So we can't turn 1 Mystical Tutor, turn 2 Flash, because this Thundering Falls has the nerve to come into play tapped. But turn 3 15 power should still be fine. Shit. Hey, there we go. Now we can Bowmaster the Thalia. Let's actually do that now. And then still Mystical Tutor for Flash. If we Mystical Tutored in response to the Thalia, we would have drawn Flash for turn. Only had 2 mana, couldn't play the Flash. So this was kind of perfect. Or fucking Raise the Alarm's fucked up. Die by the Blade. Real fucking sexy Bowmaster. Does anyone feel differently about the Lord of the Rings books and films after playing with the cards in Magic? You're like watching Boromir get shot up. You're like, yeah, I'd feel you. Fucking, I've played a Brainstorm in Legacy lately. I feel you. The One Ring feels less magical. Oh, lost the magic. He did have darker skin in the Bakshi films, JRC. And beardless. A little closer to the, my connection has failed. A little closer to Tolkien's description. 1 sec. Give this the old restart, I guess. Also crash for you. Hopefully it fucking comes back online. Like, cutting out a little at like 10 isn't the worst thing ever, but I wanted to finish this fucking draft, you know? Wanted to draft. The Bowmaster was too strong, yeah. Show you more mail cards. I went through it all, Cody. I should have saved it. I should have saved my mail. Thoughts on Season 2 Rings of Power? It's not out yet. I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. I'll watch it. The first season, like, obviously was like a flawed show, but some of the cinematography, especially the nighttime fight scenes, excellent. And the soundtrack was gorgeous. It was fun. I had a good time with it. I am looking forward to Season 2. We'll see. Hey, Mike Brav, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 4 months. My biggest issue with the first season was that the writing was so high variance. Like, there'd be like a good episode and then an episode where you're like, who's writing this dialogue, you know? But overall, I enjoyed it. Currently offline. You're back in? Okay. We'll try this again. Yeah, someone asked if I had any thoughts on Season 2, Tashi Sam. The Hobbit movies made you really bitter about New Lord of the Rings media. That's super valid. I also had that feeling after the Hobbit films. Restarting Moto. Okay, I'll fucking... I don't do auto-pick stips because stips without any streamer agency seem like a waste of time to me. Here's a sealed deck with half as many playables. Not the most interesting. When I watch a streamer, I usually like it when they can make decisions and do things. Not just sitting there like, wonder what I get next. Hey, are we back? My orcs! I'm not doing any more fucking stips tonight, friends. This is likely the last draft tonight, and if it's not the last draft, I'm not going to finish my next one. You need to request to Paulson. Drinking stip? Hey, there we go. Your opponent's just tutored for flash. You're like going to combat like, sweating. Tinker looking about as good as expected. Do not blame that concession. I think Image could be another artifact in this matchup, with them having Blade Splicer and stuff. And Jace probably sucks here, so I'll just cut that. I fucking bet you did, Lord Beerus. I bet you did. So a Tinker could give me a Citadel, but only a Citadel. Probably just casting a Strix next turn. How long after Flash was printed did it take to be a busted combo? A very long time. Flash did nothing for forever, basically, until they errated it. They made a bunch of sweeping, like, erratas to, like, clean up text. And that changed how Flash worked. And then it broke a GP in half. Ooh. I don't remember how it got changed and all that, folks. I played in GP Hulk Flash. I don't remember. All of your questions I can't answer. So long ago. Legacy, correct. Strix doing a little bit of work here, huh? No, I'm in a vault. I needed that to cast the Atali. Fuck. Pretty good fiery confluence there, Why are you adding me? I don't. What about my body language is like, I must know the answer to this question. Oh shit, what up? Hey, sick robot thinks at 68 months. The Jace Brainstorm might be sick with Atali. Lavamancer would have been good that game. Maybe it should come in, maybe not. I'm just gonna run it back. Let's run it back. I do hate being added. It's like distracting. That's like a fucking strobe light coming at the chat that I am always going to read anyway, or do my best to. Caleb, look at me! Caleb! So close. It's so close to good. Let's go to 5. Thanks for the apology, Tackler. Then you and you do this. I kind of want to turn one Mystical Tutor for Flash just so they never attack. No, Mistrix. I kind of want to get Citadel, but maybe that's cocky. Maybe that's a little cocky. Is Titan just gonna do it? Please? Fucking please? I'm a little bit worried about dying to Fiery Confluence. I'm gonna block here. Oh shit, what up? Hey, unforeseen power, things of the 7 months. No, my flash! I needed that! Oh my god. That would have been such an insane rip. I almost blocked the Ragavan too. I was so close. Fuck! God damn it. And they needed the double white for that. This is the worst fucking timeline. Holy shit. I can still Mystical Tutor for show and tell and go to fucking 2 life off Atali and hope he does something, but Vomitorium. Jesus Christ. Wait, what a way to end a heater too, huh? That was my reasoning. Maybe it was cowardly reasoning. Yeah, you can't play around at all. That's valid. That's valid. You're valid. But I can beat myself up about it, as though I should have. Huh? Huh? Do better, Caleb. Tempting to Bone Crusher Giant there and like still keep Bowmaster around in case they play a draw spell. I think I just want to play the Giant though. Maybe I'll play Strix here. No, let's play the Giant. I mean, I could play both. Strix and Giant. Do I dare? Do I fucking dare? Oh yeah, Reckons Gotham. Apparently vomitoriums were not what you would assume. It was like the word for a council chamber or something. People assume it means there's vomiting going on there. And the whole like puking to eat more or whatever is very much exaggerated. Apparently. The entrance and exit to a stadium. Yeah, I would trust your history teacher, Ferk. That sounds a lot more likely to be correct than my very vague memory. Oh. Hey, Hot Flames, thanks for 58 months. Whee! Oh, interesting, Tater Chimp. That is kind of cool. Is what I'm about to do ethical? Take 2 life? To play a 4-mana do nothing? I'm pretty ethical. The turn after, however. Hey, Nuclear Fish, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 27 months. Appreciate it. Your turn. They did waste a fantastic word. I agree with you there. Reckons Gotham. Molesville. Keepsville. Bastrix. Is this it? The best song ever made? One of the most fucked up things in the starts in the cube for sure. You think if Flash was legal in Legacy, people would just be putting in a World Spine Worm? Like, no fancy turn 1 combos, just like, here, 15 damage. No, Firefighter. I'm gonna play out this last match. I'm gonna do another draft, but I don't know if it's gonna get finished tonight, is the issue, Firefighter. Is the cube worse off having Flash in it? I don't know. It's not in mine, but I think it's fine. It's kind of a package, right? Like, if you don't have... Like, it gives some, like, nice depth to attract some. But it also means that you probably want to have, World Spine Worm in there. And World Spine Worm's also, like, a solid, sting attack thing or whatever. It'd be kind of cute to have it in with the Rectors, Academy and Arena Rector. Am I going to finally play Natali? Is that going to happen? What a show-off. Is it possible to build a cube with no feel bads? You could. You'd have to, like, tone down the power some. Even then, like, it depends on what you're doing, right? So, like, Peasant Cube can get very value-based. Like, a lot of cards are 2-for-1s, combat matters, that sort of thing. That's kind of what you end up with a cube with no quote-unquote feel bads. All right, Tali. Hello. I guess I'll draw 7? Draw 7? Was that game 1? Or were they just so off it? Just like, nope, done. Don't want to do this. That was incredible. God, Magic's so good. What a game, huh? What a fucking game. Oh, I flashed them. On their turn 1, we flashed them game 1. That's right. They just got to enjoy the most fun vintage match of all time right there. Oh my god, that's so good. It's so good.